how are you evaluating these units? Okay, so how are you? Everybody says, "Oh, this is a 5 cap. This is a 7 cap. This is 12 cap. This is." Let's talk about what that means in the multifamily, because that's specific to multifamily versus single family.
Right.
So now, when I say, one to 4 units, you can treat it like a single family all day long. Okay, ROI, things like that. But 5 units and above, you need to use these terms that he's about to explain.
And great point. And it's not how we decide, it's how the bank decides. The bank considers
exactly
4 units single family. Whoever made up that rule, I don't know, because we would argue 4 units is a multifamily,
yep.
right? But
so where that actually comes from, sorry to interrupt there, but it's because you can get an FHA loan on a 4 unit property. That's where that cutoff is, and that's the reason that's the cutoff. Now, if you try to do a conventional, they consider it multifamily all day long.
Yeah.
So, but because FHA says, okay, no, yep, this is single family, no problem, we'll be happy to lend on it. So anywhere FHA says this is commercial, we can't touch it.
Yep.
So sorry to interrupt there.
No, you're absolutely correct. So cap rate is really just return on investment if you paid for the property in cash. That's all that means. It's like, right, it's a term that's thrown out there, but that's really all it means. If I bought this property, so if I bought $1 million property in cash and it's a 5 cap, I'm making 5% of my $1 million. That's all it means.
Okay.
In theory, the lower the cap rate means the lower the return on investment, the better the property. The higher the cap rate, the higher the risk, right? Usually the worse off the property is, or the worse area, whatever. Now, you asked a really good question. Well, how do you determine the cap rate? It's a very variable term, right? It's a very variable metric. You could ask 10 brokers, what's the cap rate of this area? They're going to say 10 different things, and it's fluid, it's flexible, right? Yep. As the market shifts, as debt becomes more expensive, cap rates should be compressing along with that, right? Because the money's more expensive, so the returns are down, all that good stuff. I had a broker try to sell me that St. Clair Shores was a 5 cap area, and I'm like, I don't know if I agree with that. So I use CoStar. CoStar, and I pull their reports. I'll pull an underwriting report, and I'll see what the area is trending at in the cap rate. I'll also talk to brokers, right? And I'll look at past sales. I'm not afraid. I built relationships with brokers to say, hey, Greg at IPO, could you give me what's a broker opinion of value on this property? What cap rate would you sell it at, right? If the property is being brought to you by a broker, asking them the cap rate, just understand they're going to try to negotiate the best term for their seller, not always for you. But yeah, it's a fluid term, man. It's a fluid term. So, and I talk to the lender too, and then definitely the appraiser, right? If you're buying, speak to the appraiser. And just another pro tip, we've always met our appraisers in person, and we brought comparable sales. You know what I mean? Along with them. Because sometimes you'll get an appraiser who just doesn't know the area, and in Northville, they might be pulling comps from Westland, and I wouldn't consider those comparable areas.
No, Northville and Westland are, two different ends.
Or we'll go Ferndale and Redford. Well, they're geographically close, but those are 2 totally different markets. So doing your own research is so important as well.
Yeah, 100%. So that actually brings it. I believe it's Kathy Hoover actually asked, "Are you doing your own underwriting?"
Yeah, absolutely. We underwrite the deals ourselves. But here's something else I've learned too. I obviously underwrite the deals because I look at what I want to look at and my returns and all that. But the bank is the best partner in the world. You know why? Yes. Because they're not going to let you buy something stupid that doesn't make money. So the bank is going to pay their underwriters who are probably been doing it for 15, 20, 30 years, and they're going to underwrite it. And then they're going to compare and contrast. So that's why, man, the bank is the best partner in the world, because they're not going to let you buy something really stupid, that just doesn't work. So I underwrite my own deals. and then the bank does it as well.
Right. With that, have you ever seen a 3 or 4 bedroom multifamily? This question is from Diana. Like a 3 or 4 bedroom in multifamily, like apartment building or anything like that?
Oh yeah, like triplexes and quadplexes. Yeah, we have 1 4-unit in New Baltimore, which, as Randy said, we got conventional financing on. So I got like a 4% 30-year fixed rate debt. So
what are the bedroom size in each one though?
700 square foot. So 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 7 square foot. They're like the stacked, right?
Okay. So I think what that question was is per unit. Have you guys seen a 3 or 4 bedroom like unit per unit?
Multifamily. Okay. Our DeWitt 16 unit is 2 bedroom, 1 bath.
Okay.
Usually in the smaller ones, from what I've seen, they're usually like 1 bedroom, 1 bath. But I will tell you, try to go 2 bedroom, 1 bath because you get way more applicants, right?
Mm-hmm.
These can live there versus kind of a family to live in a 1-1. And their rent premium's higher. So we're trying to specifically target 2 bedroom, 1 bath. They're harder to find the smaller ones. As you get bigger and bigger, they're a little bit more common.
Yeah, so for 3 bedrooms, you can find them in duplexes. Not 4 bedrooms, but 3 bedrooms you can find in duplexes. They have a premium, so I definitely, if you come across them, it's definitely a premium for that. But I agree with you. 2 bedrooms is where it's at. So
we have 2 duplexes in Fraser, nice side-by-side duplexes. They're 3 bedroom, 1.5 baths. They rent for $1,500 a unit. So those are because they're more like a townhome than like a duplex,
Exactly. Which, have you ever utilized a syndication for any multifamily? So the answer probably to that is no, but maybe in the future. Is that right?
Yeah, I've only used our own money from our business. So we take our profits from our business and invest in real estate. But absolutely, in the future, we would definitely consider doing it.
That's awesome. So for me, I don't have the option to be able to save up and do all that, so and I've actually been very transparent about this. My wholesale money goes to paying for my home renovation to make my wife happy.
There you go.
But after I'm done with the home renovation, I'm going to be, that's what I'm saving up to is, to actually get my own rentals and things like that. So have you ever looked at multifamily apartments in Detroit?
No.
Is there a reason why?
It's just not my criteria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too much risk?
I mean, I don't know if I would say that. I just, to be transparent, I deal with a lot of headaches in my other business. So for me, I'm more of like, and I went to school at Wayne State. One of my first jobs when I was like 14 was the Gratiot Central Market. So I'm from Detroit, and I love Detroit. But I just stick more in the areas of like Oakland County, Macomb County. I don't do major repositions, rehabs. I don't deal with major vacancies. I pay a little bit more to come in and do light value adds in really good areas. You know what I mean? So
yep. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. That's just more of my mental bandwidth of what I can deal with. I've passed on deals, and there was a 13 unit in Chesterfield. I wanted it. I just knew my mental bandwidth couldn't handle it because it needed a total 180. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What are you doing now? What is it you're looking for right now?
Yeah, great question. So we kind of made a decision as a family, my wife and I, no more smaller deals, so we're just looking, our goal is to just double every time, right? So my last one was a 16. But now my next one, my goal is a 30, 32 or bigger, right?
Gotcha. Yep.
Now my 16 unit in DeWitt, Michigan, right by Michigan State, it's a 2-year process. I mean, I hate to say it, the guy who owned it was a slumlord. I mean, families in air conditioning. I've talked about this on my social media. First thing we did is put $10,000 for a new air conditioner. So that's a process, but fingers crossed, back to the evaluation thing, right? I think that's going to be $1 million value add play when I'm done with it. But that's taking a lot of time and effort. So to answer your question, I'd love to go buy that 32 unit, and I'm patiently waiting. I don't think I've had something sent my way. Like I said, we've got this 16 unit under contract, but I've got like a 50-50 feel about it because then once it's like the investigation game, you get under contract, then you find out all the bull crap, right? That's wrong with it, this and that. And oh, I thought you said it was making X amount. It's really only making Y amount, right? So, you know, that works out great. If not, we're probably just going to patiently wait, continue to focus on education, continue to focus on networking like this. Like here, I just built a connection with you, right? Hopefully we can do this together in the future. And then get ready to strike when the opportunity comes next year and hopefully take down a bigger one. Now, like I said, would I pass on a smaller one? No, but trying to go bigger because as I mentioned, you start to discover an 8 unit and a 32 unit is the same amount of work, but that 32 unit has so much more potential to make money and build wealth than that 8 unit does.
Yeah, how I can. But yeah, so with that being said, you're looking for those higher end deals. How do you typically, you said building relationships, and you're saying you have brokers that you deal with. So tell us how do big multifamily usually list their properties? Because you don't see them on the MLS. So tell us the process where, a typical multifamily deal will come across your plate.
Yeah. Great question. This broker told us a while ago, the best properties always trade off market. He said over Thanksgiving dinner was his expression, but that's just what we've discovered is, like I said, usually the broker, so like the Fenton and Hazel Park, I bought that as a package deal.
Yep.
The broker, David, sold that owner the property. Obviously, he stays in touch with them. How's it going? Whatever. He knows he wants to get out, but they don't want to list it. They don't want to list it because they don't want to deal with showings. They don't want to deal with get ready. They don't want to deal with the tenants finding out, right? All that stuff. So usually a broker will go to their preferred buyers. How do you become a preferred buyer? Usually the rule is we do a deal together, right? But everyone's got to get their shot, right? Everyone's got to get their at that. So like I got introduced to David, who sold me that deal, and he sold me the DeWitt deal, all off market, through my residential agent, Meredith, who sold me like our duplexes, our residents, all that. Tom, who I bought the 12 unit in Harrison Township at, and who sent me St. Clair Shores units, and all that good stuff. I saw he listed an 18 unit on the MLS and in Fraser. So I called him up and I bid on it and I lost. But I called him up. I called him like 5, 6, 7 times. Dude, but back to what you said. If you're not putting it out there, man, you know, dude.
You don't know.
Where energy goes, money flows, man. So you got to put your energy in the right direction. And finally called me back and I'm like, I want to buy real estate. I want to deal with you. Do you know of any other properties? And that's when he would tease it out to us, whatever. And then we bought that 12 unit in Harrison Township from him. And now anytime he gets something, he calls me. You know what I mean? So doing a deal is the ultimate way, because how do brokers make money? When you close a deal, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Food, sex, and money, right? So that's how you do it, man. So don't be afraid to call. You see if someone's listing properties, don't be afraid to call. Don't be afraid to just network and put yourself out there. We're holding a meetup on December 10th. You know, can give you the details if you want to share in your group or whatever. But
yeah, most definitely.
Go to meetups. Listen, I'm an introverted extrovert. You know, you know, I like to just sit in my house and not talk to anybody either. But this is a who you know business more than a what you know. It really is.
Exactly.
So.